I guess we'll start with this YouTube movement that I've seen happen. And I gotta give Callie credit. She made me laugh on the live stream that she did where her thumbnail was like, you have HPV and you have HPV.
I have never once in my entire time being on YouTube seen an entire chat declare that they have HPV.
I think she was being highly sarcastic. That's just my opinion of it. Because one thing you guys got to give Bird credit for, which again, it always sucks to give Bird credit, but you officially have a list of every female in this so-called community that is diseased. Because a Me Too movement has happened. There is a Me Too movement on who could possibly have an STD. Like, what the fuck is happening? Am I the only one here questioning this? And I'm to get this straight, okay? I was dragged all over YouTube for months while this same community ate it up like it was candy. Oh yeah, put out her personal DMs. Oh yeah, put out the private phone calls. Put out her images. Put out her crying. Share it all. And you guys all ate it up, right? Because you did. Now, Katie gets outed for lying to somebody that she was intimate with. And there's a woman empowerment movement. And it's now a Me Too movement that you all have had an STD. I am so confused. This is the fucking Twilight Zone. I don't understand what's going on.
I appreciate you being here. And even the hate watchers, hey whores. This is like super awkward and I'm nervous about this, but like I've got to, you know, at least say my piece about everything because obviously this is YouTube and I've got to just not even respond. I'm not going to make this a back and forth. I'm not going to push anything else. And it is what it is. People are going to hate me. People are going to still be around. I didn't ever think that this was going to happen. And I certainly don't want anybody to think that they have to take sides. I have always said, like, I guess you're right about that. I don't know. Yeah, I've never ever told anybody to take sides, and I don't want that. So there was a live done yesterday, and I honestly never thought that would happen, but I was very, 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 very to the millionth power warned about this. I was warned that this was going to happen. I was warned. And all the people that are giving me the told you so's, I get it. You did tell me so. And that's okay. Because I learned a lesson and all I can do is just, you know, move forward and grow from it. The internet is messy. I have never had a relationship via the internet, and navigating it was not the easiest thing, considering the fighting, the constant being attacked, and how to go about avoiding that as much as possible. There are a bunch of different sides to this, and everybody's side is valid. Everybody is going to feel a way, and I can only speak for myself when it comes to this. I want to also thank like so many people that emailed me and messaged me for just their support and love. I don't put anybody's business on Front Street. And if you're waiting for me to come drop receipts on him, I'm not. I would never, ever do that. I'm not a victim in this. Everyone's gonna be like, she's playing a victim. I'm not a victim. I was a participant. I played a part in this. I will be blamed for things. I will be ridiculed for things. I will be raked over the coals for things. And that's just how the internet is going to be. I mean, there was like a lot of info that was disclosed yesterday, and it's going to get picked apart every which way. And that's just going to be what it is. I trusted somebody. The people who are in my inner circle, they know that I do not open up to people. I'm very, I have my guard up, and I let this person in, and I guess he told me so. I don't regret it though, because, you know, God has a plan, and I think after last night, I got a lot of closure. I feel a lot of relief. I feel like this could have been handled differently, but it wasn't. So here we are. There were things that were said that I wanted to touch upon quickly, and I'm not going to like clap back or rebuttal or anything like that, because if he felt a way, that is that's his feeling. Those are his feelings, and they're valid. I did get a test for my monthly test, and yes, it showed positive for HPV. And if you know what HPV is, I can show you in a minute. I then went back and got it biopsied, and it turned out to be a false positive. He has the receipt of that, and I'm not sure if he touched on that or not. HPV is very common. Yes, it was negative. He didn't tell you that? Yeah, it was, and maybe he didn't feel comfortable saying that, but yes, it was a false positive, and he does have the receipt of that. Don Pablo, it's not a cope, it's true. I didn't know if he had told you that, but HPV is not HIV, and people are like, I mean, people are gonna just fucking go through it. They're gonna say what they want, and that's that. However, if you plan on having relations with him, he does not have it, because I don't have it. I've never had it. Okay. Yeah. So there is that. He does have a receipt of that. Right. Surprise. It is very common. I can show this real quick. And even Satan, being in the healthcare field, Satan can definitely corroborate this. Okay. You know, unless she just wants to make up a new thing, it's cool. But most sexually active people becoming infected at some point in their lives. While many HPV infections resolve on their own, some strains can lead to serious health problems, including cancer. The CDC says nearly everyone will get HPV at some point in their lives. More than 42 million Americans are currently infected with disease-causing HPV types. About 13 million Americans, including teens, are newly infected with HPV. If you all want to look into that further, go and look at it further. It is what it is. It'll tell you. I'm not making that shit up.
So the FDA says HPV, there is no cure for the virus itself, but there are treatments. And that is from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration from 2023. So it can go dormant, is my understanding, just like HSV, Epstein-Barr, mononucleosis. You can treat it. Hey, reckon. Yes, there's no cure, but you can treat it, but there's not a cure. Yes, you treat the lesions. You can do a LEEP procedure on the cervix. Colposcopies are like coned biopsies of the cervix that removes those cells that light up, but it's always there.
There are many different strains of HPV. In fact, at this point, we're noting over 200 different types. Anyone can be infected with any of those types at any point in their lifetime. In general, we see most infections with teens or younger people and less as we get older. The reason for that often is linked with the amount of sexual activity in these timeframes in people's lives. Oftentimes, people are in a more monogamous relationship later on in life versus when they're younger. The impact of HPV is the same regardless of what age you are. In general, we know that 9 out of 10 people will automatically, completely on their own, clear of this infection. For those people who do not clear the infection, the virus may remain inside of your system and may live there, may become dormant for a very long time. How do you know if you have an HPV infection? Well, the first thing that I'd like to note is that there are no symptoms, none whatsoever, linked with having an HPV infection. The way that we know that an infection exists is by getting a pap smear. In males, there are no identified good ways to test a male to see whether or not he has HPV. If HPV is present, this can be any of the 200 types of strains of HPV. Approximately 14 to 20 of these strains can be considered high risk, meaning that it may lead to cancers within the body. If your pap smear does show HPV, your doctor may suggest that you get another procedure that will give us more information about what's happening down there. This is called a colposcopy. In this specific test, we apply different solutions to your cervix, and with this, we look under a microscope really directly at the cells of your cervix, looking for bad areas or areas that are being affected by the HPV that's present. If there are any areas that looks affected by HPV, we'll take a sample or a biopsy and again, send it over to the pathologist and get a report so we know more information. This information is way more specific and way more targeted than a pap smear result. So if your doctor recommends getting a colposcopy, I highly recommend that you do the same. If your colposcopy biopsy returns as being abnormal, it will often give you a CIN result. That is often followed by a number, such as CIN1, CIN2, CIN3. These are worsening stages of disease in the cervix. The higher the number, the closer you're getting towards having cervical cancer. So for instance, if you were to have CIN3, that is the stage right before getting cancer. In general, if you have anything above CIN2, we recommend that you remove these cells from the cervix. Removing these cells are often done in a procedure called a LEEP or a cold knife cone procedure. Both of these are amazing and work really, really well to get rid of these bad cells and prevent cancer from happening. Outside of surgical management, if you were to have a lower stage of CIN, oftentimes we'll tell you just to watch and wait. Repeat your pap smear in 12 months, repeat your colposcopy to check the cells and do a biopsy again, and sometimes the cells will return to normal or just remain in a stable state. The best way to prevent getting cervical cancer or having problems with HPV in general would be to get the HPV vaccine. This vaccine is called Gardasil and protects against 9 high-risk strains of HPV. Talk to your doctors about this so that you can know if this vaccine may be helpful for you.
Well, Smiley Miley, when it's put out there, I have to say what it is. And if you were around, things were said in a way that made it seem like I still had it or that I infected others with it and I don't have it. And that's the truth.
Yeah, be careful when you tell your friends you have HPV, and then when it gets out, deny, lie, and pretend it was a false positive. Got it.
Seriously, it's a wrap. Katie took the W on that one. She went live. She admitted that she had a positive for HPV. Obviously, I'm not going to get into the whole apples and oranges of it and fucking break it down. It was told to me she had HPV. I've never once been told that she doesn't have HPV by Katie. I have never once been told that by anybody else. That's also none of my business, truthfully. The whole thing was she went live, she addressed the situation, she admitted to having HPV, a positive if she wants to put it that way. And I felt like, truthfully, she addressed it in the best way that she possibly could. So many people declared they have HPV. Nobody knows the finer details of Katie's circumstances or situation.
Any other issues that were brought up, you all can just go ahead and speculate. I know that it could have been, those aren't true, yeah. I know that it could have been handled way differently. It could have been handled way sooner. And yeah, he's valid in his feelings, and this is this is just sad, I guess. I feel like a conversation should have been had or could have been had, and this could have just been squashed and we could have just moved on. But again, I was warned that this would happen at some point, and it did.
So I come from the drama community. It's kind of where I started doing live streams and stuff. And I'll tell you right now, there's a line there. Not a single girl in that community would be like, hey, we got your back. Hashtag me too.
I have never once in my entire time being on YouTube seen an entire chat declare that they have HPV. Ever. Wow. Okay? I'll just go, wow. That is the first time I have ever seen so many people in a live chat all say that they have HPV. And it was like almost a women's revolution up in that place, okay? Everybody was getting involved in it. It was insane, okay? So it looks like women are going to win this one versus the men. If that was a male chat, that shit would never have happened. Seriously, that was wild as fuck. The fact that so many people was like, yeah, Katie, I've got HPV too. Me too, me too. It's like a Me Too movement just breaking out in the chat. Everybody's got it. So I felt like it's only fair that I go live and let everybody know that I do not have HPV. I want to mark myself safe from it. I am clean. I do not have it. And I think it was just so brilliant how they, like, it was just cute to me. It was just brilliant, okay? Yeah, HPV strong over, yeah, it was fucking wild.
Like, what? I don't even know if they all actually have it. They're just all claiming to have it. Like, what? Why are you out on YouTube claiming to have an STD? This girl gets caught for lying about a painting and the money and all the things that go along with it.
Okay, so like over a year ago, Chaotic was like, we were talking about doing a piece, and she sent me I told her I'm abstract acrylic, okay? And she sent me examples of like what she wanted, and they were portraits, okay? And I had a bunch of commission pieces to do in the fall. So she said it was no rush. And so I was like, just time was going by, right? And I tried to, so I got to her painting and I tried to do it. I tried to do the portrait. I got help in San Diego. Like I tried to do it portrait way. I don't have depth perception. And so the shading, I ended up liking it, but I didn't think it was good enough. Bird was painting, like he is very good at painting that kind of stuff. I asked him for help. Bird painted that painting. He lives in Colorado. I'm in San Diego. I was with him the whole way he painted that. Water is wet, right? I was with him I was watching him, like we collabed on this. Like he painted that, he used oils. I am abstract acrylic, and he did a phenomenal job. I had a lot of shit going on. I had a lot of just other paintings to do, and that thing took literally it took 3 months to dry. So, cause it's mad day. So time went by, and I guess she saw the painting or a piece, something happened, but I don't paint like that. She is saying that I lied to her about painting it, and that I was scamming her, and I was frauding art. There was no money exchanged. Bird his signature was on that thing, or was going to be on it. And he was even like, you should sign it too. Cause you were with me along the way, blah, blah, blah.
This whole fucking paintgate comes up, right? You guys all want to know about paintgate. Type 1 if you guys want to know about paintgate. Anyone want to know the truth about paintgate? I'm going to correct the fucking narratives that all get broke down at the end of the day. Okay, first of all is Katie was aware that I wouldn't accept a dime for the painting. Second of all, I did not sign the painting because Katie was going to sign that painting. Her agreement with Chaotic, that was between them. But what I can say is that Katie was there through the process of the painting, which is weird because by the time we got done creating this painting, or right here, I should say that there's some attributes to that painting that Katie absolutely chose. It was like, I can pick out this for the eyes. I can pick out this for the lips. Like, this is what I would like these things to look like. And then I just made it happen. But it was supposed to start out with me just painting a face and then her doing a pour around the hair with the wild ass hair and the horns. I think that she felt like she couldn't accomplish that or something. I'm not sure what happened. So I finished the painting and I showed it to Flossie, out of all people. We were just, bullshitting. She caught a glimpse of it and she's like, "What's that?" I was like, "A painting I'm working on, blah, blah, blah." And then next thing you know, turns out that that was a bad move because obviously whatever Katie had said to Chaotic. I was aware that it was some type of commission stuff. I wasn't aware that it started out originally as her wanting to do a contribution piece or like a dedicated piece to Chaotic because she had all this admiration for her.
Everybody knows that fucking story. Then she gets caught lying about this. Okay, not to mention everything that happened with the Cyrax thing, right?
So yeah, I hope that y'all have a really, really good rest of your day. And thank you all for the super chats. He's a pedo? What? He is. Ugh. Ugh, okay.
I was under the impression that you wanted us to back off, stop attacking you. You wanted the docs to stop, the door knocks to stop, stuff like that. Like you were more or less looking for a peace treaty.
I mean, I guess, yeah, but I do feel like I owe you an apology for like that.
No, it's all right. I'll accept the apology.
Why'd you do that, Katie? Why'd you just call random people pedophiles?
What do you mean?
Well, you just pinned a comment, read it aloud, and be like, "Oh yeah, this guy's." Why do you do that? You should have some accountability, streamed to hundreds of people. I don't just pin random comments calling people pedophiles.
I read it and I said, what? I'm confused.
I mean, she's caught in lie after lie after lie. Apparently, she's on Adderall.
This helped me lose a lot of weight, mind you. But like, Katie doesn't eat like that. Like, she eats like a bird. And I didn't understand why, right? Just like a lot of people thought that she was drunk the other night. She wasn't drunk, you know what I mean? She was just taking her nighttime meds and stayed up too long. And she has to do that because of the Adderall. And then she drinks like 3 energy drinks a day. And when you add Adderall and 3 energy drinks a day, it's not leaving a whole lot of desire for the body to eat food.
Which we learned the other night on a live stream. She's hopped up on Adderall and fucking energy drinks all day long. And everybody is still like #MeToo. How does that work? I think a few things need to be made really fucking clear. And this is not difficult. All these people out here that care so much about everybody else's lives want to sympathize with somebody that lied to their partner about having an STD. You want to walk out there with your #MeToo.
Hey, Quiz. And everybody, again, I really appreciate your support and love. And I appreciate all you people with HPV or that had HPV, like coming and just being like, "Bitch, what the hell? That's like not even a thing."
I got dragged for weeks on these fucking panels because I lied about talking to somebody else, like fucking ASMR. I lied about talking to him, whatever, cry about it. I don't give a shit. But this person lies about having HPV and you want to start a fucking movement? False positive my ass. I don't know anything about this monthly test. Like, are you a porn star? The only people I know that get monthly tested are fucking porn stars. That's as far as I know. And when you get something biopsied, it's because you have something. So yeah, but you guys just eat it up. Yeah, they're Ernie Shell supporters, which as of, I think, either last night or the night before, she's live telling Ernie, "How dare you not tell your partners that you have HIV?" Like, what?
I missed everything last night. Oh my God. Like when you was talking about that in chat and I just had tuned into it and you was talking about Katie, I was like, there's no fucking way. Oh my God. She's hit me with having HIV, and I'm undetectable now, of course. And she talks about my partners and stuff. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, I heard this. I swear to God, I literally had to drop everything I was doing. I rewind you back probably about 30 or 40 seconds before you said it. and then went again and looked at it, then had to rewind it again just to make sure. And that's when I come in chat and I was like, oh my God, there's no way. I'm not even gonna talk about it because it ain't even right to talk about it. God just makes beautiful.
Who, Ernie said that, Michelle? Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you're undetectable, that doesn't mean that you suddenly don't have it. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, he is a vicious monster. Does he inform his partners who don't know he's stranger danger? Oh, he just said that? I wasn't... I mean, I hope to God that he tells his partners. The way he's spoken on it before is like so gross, you know, about like right before he sticks it in or whatever. That's like so gross, dude.
I'm just gonna tell you, there's some beautiful women out there, and Lord, good God Almighty. All right.
Right. The fact that he is not forthcoming and is like trying to say that he has HIV, like making her read it and not saying it from his own mouth and just trying to like, you know, circumvent that whole thing, which is a very big deal. That's scary. That means that like you are overtly dishonest, you know, just dishonest. What else are you lying about if you can't even tell? Like if he had just said, you know what, I do have HIV, I'm undetectable, it would be a whole different type of thing. Like I wouldn't see it through that fearful. Well, I would still be scared as fuck because this is just a weird situation altogether, but I would not. It would just be different, you know. If you were honest, he's not honest.
What do you mean? How dare you, Ernie? How dare you? I don't think, like, never mention Ernie having HIV ever again. Like, ever again. This I believe, and this I actually know personally. Yeah, absolute fucking snake. There's a reason that this exists. If we want to talk about Peach, like, I did things on Peach's behalf to help her out. Didn't help me at all in the long run. She had no problem flipping on me and turning her back on me. And this is another thing that needs to be made perfectly clear. You don't get to make somebody a bad guy. Hold on, wait, here. And see, this keeps happening to me. You guys keep making me defend Bird, and it's fucked up because, again, like, we have our history. We're not on good terms. All that shit was toxic, whatever. But then I see this. So Callie goes live because Callie is getting accused of putting this information out.
7 is referenced in these messages because it was literally the day that Kimmykins was posted. They can continue. Eventually, I'll be pushed out big time. I know some juicy secrets no one has. She doesn't even know I know. Well, Virgo knows. That's how I know. If we are talking about why her and Bird broke up, yes. And I said, oh my God, yes. And she said, I can't believe she has a fucking STD. She posts loads of dead faces. I said, that's why I feel strongly that's her docs. And then Kimmykins replied, ooh, don't use these against me ever. I said, Bird said Steph didn't do him as dirty as Katie did. And I said, you must treat people equally. She said, I mean, we warned her, we did our part. That's why I know Katie married. So that info is correct, her docs. Obviously, I'm trying to clarify that. Kimmykins then says, damn, I don't talk to Bird at all off YouTube because I'm married. I don't DM men, period. It keeps things from being misconstrued. So, and this is the important part. So I have not gotten to talk to him, but I have what Peach and Virgo told me. So Peach and Virgo told Kimmykins. Now, I've already spoken to Katie about this several fucking times now, and I have voice notes with Katie acknowledging the HPV. I have voice notes with Katie about Virgo telling her business. And what happened was Katie told me that she had told Peach that she had HPV. And then she had spoken to Kimmykins. Then she had spoken to Virgo. Virgo had then took it upon herself to tell Kimmykins. Virgo then told Manda Mac and Cheese. She also told Squids. And Kimmykins told me, everybody fucking knows Katie has HPV. This isn't a big secret. This isn't a big gotcha. It's been posted cryptically on community tabs for a long time now. So at this point, Katie would be very fucking stupid to even deny it. Squids need to stop blaming people for his girlfriend's actions. And honestly, Katie should reevaluate her friendship circle. She should reevaluate if she wants to be on YouTube and if she's cut out for it. She should reevaluate YouTube relationships and meeting men online. And just weigh up her life at this point. I have tried to speak to Katie so many times that it is basically gone nowhere, like it goes over her head. And she continues to go live and make mistakes and take the bait and listen to people that truly do not even have her best interest at heart. And I want to name like a few people that do have her best interest at heart. Michelle absolutely has her best interest at heart. If she had listened to Michelle from jump, she wouldn't be in this mess right now. I know Katie's already said in that voice audio clip that she's already got HPV, but I'm on about the whole Virgo situation, completely different. Okay, so very disappointed some players on this. Katie didn't deserve this. I'll let you guys play the audio, what was said on Bird's Live, okay, guys? I'm not trying to get cancelled. I'm already cancelled for being KKK Callie. And Kim McKinn's posted because of it. Oh my god. Make sure you don't post that part, Callie. Okay. Okay, so Stop and thinks we don't need to know this. I'm gonna do something differently. I'm giving Katie the chance and the opportunity to talk about this on her own terms tomorrow. She usually goes live really quick. I know she happens to be awake. Katie can out it herself, or other people are going to out her own voice notes. And I will be one of them, because I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to bullshit anymore. And I'm also not going to be blamed for stuff by her inner circle. So Katie has the opportunity to go live and put this shit out herself, or I will do it for her. And she then needs to just own it. It's not a big deal. It's fucking HPV. It's not like she's got AIDS. I don't know how bad HPV is. I don't really want to go into it, but like, Katie needs to take accountability, fucking own it, just put it out there, and then start cutting people off. I know you think, why, Stop and Think. I get it. You're like, why should she have to out it? Well, Bird's outed it, and he's played a clip, and her own inner circle are blaming people for it. So at this point, it should be acknowledged, or... No, I know there's no cure, but she has had, like, some treatment for it. I do know that because she's told me that. She went to the hospital, and she had treatment. Yeah, Bird already played some proof. Like, bear in mind, okay... Well, nobody knows that, okay? You're jumping to conclusions. Okay, I'm going to end this live. This is a mess. I shouldn't have even went live until tomorrow. Nobody is saying that Katie's vagina is deformed, okay? Can we just slow down, okay? Oh my god, this is too much. So me and Katie have had like a weird relationship, if that makes sense. Recently, they all fell out with me because I had a live stream and they felt like I was racist. And Katie kept making excuses for her friends. And her friends were trying to basically turn Katie against me for certain reasons that isn't even like relevant. And those very friends that were trying to turn Katie against me was the ones that was speaking about her having HPV. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely ending the live stream. Seriously. Yeah, Virgo and Peach. No, Peachy didn't leak it, Virgo leaked it. She told Peach, Peach didn't leak it, Virgo leaked it. So when Squids, Virgo's boyfriend, told everybody in Bird's life that this is like all my fault, that this is even public, it's like, no, that's bullshit.
And this is from Kimmykins, I guess, where she puts, so I have not gotten to talk to him. I just have what Peach and Virgo told me. So Peach and Virgo told Kimmykins, who then told Callie, and all of you were talking about it behind the scenes, but you want to paint somebody to be the bad guy because he finally went live and addressed it? I mean, how long were you guys talking about it behind the scenes? And I see all these comments in chat and all these comments in the comment section. Oh, he's a terrible person. Oh, this. Look, 85 hours of recordings isn't that long.
Bird is a mean girl. I don't know. I don't know. At this point, it appears that way, but I don't know. And that's his decision to make, I guess. Oh, 85 hours? 85,000? Look, my mind is not working right. 85 hours? Okay. Sorry. PSYOP within a PSYOP? I'm not sure. I am not sure. But as far as the split, okay, sorry, damn it. 85. People are going to be like, she's so stupid, 85,000 hours. Listen, it's been a long ass week, okay?
It's not that much. I don't think your entire relationship amounted to 85 hours. It sounds to me like he started recording once you turned out to be a lying fucking disease spreading virus. That's what it sounds like. So he wasn't recording every, like, you have no idea how lucky you are. But then you go live and you claim that you're some victim and your whole audience eats it up. And I see Peachy in the chat acting like your best buddy when right here is a screenshot where she's running behind the scenes telling people your business. Again, Twilight Zone. That's another overlay I have we'll get to. But like, am I the only one here that's just standing there going, what the fuck? But this whole like, oh, I would never share our personal information. Oh, I cared. Oh, you cared so much to lie to a dude's face about what you had going on and not telling him that's how much you cared? Oh, you're not crying victim because you would never put your personal business out there, even though I have on good authority that over 15 different people reached out because of what you were saying behind the scenes. And this isn't even really like, I don't want to drag. I mean, I'll drag Katie. I got time. Like, I can drag the bitch. I got no love for her. I think she is a manipulative, scandalous, backstabbing. I mean, what I'm trying to say is to her community, will you sit there and just take it? You just eat it up. Like what? You just eat it up. You don't even question it, to the point where you will all start raising your hands and saying, me too. She could lie straight to your face about false positives and biopsies and hee hee ha ha, and you're just like, oh, how dare he make it public? Oh, the nerve.
Like we haven't even gotten to the climax. Like that's the crazy thing about this. Like we haven't even actually gotten to the climax of this. Let's play this.
I don't have STDs. What the fuck are you talking about? Tell him, put out whatever he wants, okay?
Oof. Now, let's get into story time. You guys like stories? Okay. Let's talk about actually like what put me in a position to even bury the fucking hatchet with Steph. And it was just a little more than Nicolina's live stream. But that's kind of where it started, right? It's kind of where it started. Oof. So in February, what I discovered was that like I kept on having these weird interactions with Katie to where something was off, right? And one day, Katie is crying, like right after we had gotten intimate. And it really struck me as awkward. Told me it wasn't me, that, like she's going through some shit. And I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe it's because she still has something going on with Nav. And I'm not sure what the fuck's happening, right? But I fucking just kind of keep my shit together. I don't fucking trip on things and I move on with my lifetime skills, okay? But then again, things get even a little weirder, right? And I can't really fucking put my fucking finger on it, right? I can't put my fucking finger on it. And then I fucking discover it. I find out the truth. Katie had been hiding from me that she had caught an HPV and didn't want to fucking tell me for 3 months or so. Now, mind you, I freaked the fuck out. I freaked out. I broke up with her. I fucking told David about what was going on. I fucking was on the verge of a fucking mental goddamn breakdown. And right as all of that is happening, Nicolina's dropping bombshells from psyops that I fucking ran fucking 3 years prior on fucking Steph. Shit got catastrophic. Can you imagine the shit racing through my mind at that fucking moment? Like this fucking bitch. Now, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, there is a positive side to this, and I'm going to tell you, you too should fucking make sure that you fucking take the same protocols that have just saved me and helped me dodge a goddamn bullet. Okay? Because here's the truth. I could still be with Katie to this very day and not be at risk of what she is carrying. And that's only because in 2019, when I had my second child and they slammed me up with that cocktail that they fucking give you for the whooping cough and the measles and the Hep B and the fucking hepaplavomia, is the only reason that my fucking viral load is at a 0. Otherwise, I could almost guarantee you I would be a hurting fucking unit. And honestly, if it weren't for that, I wouldn't even fucking be willing to have this conversation with you guys. Did you see the weight of that? And what's even crazier about it is that after that whole experience, right, after that shit happened, without even consulting me, she turns around and starts talking to people that we are in a group with about it before we even have a chance to discuss it. And people are randomly hitting me up telling me it's all good. Like, and mind you, at that time, I didn't even fucking, like, I hadn't gone to the doctor about what I just heard. Okay. At that time, I wasn't fucking even aware that in the cocktail of shit that I got in 2019 in my medical records is a fucking, antivirus of some sort that fucking prevents me from catching people's fucking Hep B and fucking, genital bullshits. But I'll tell you this much, like the way that Katie downplayed it to me, like it was no fucking big deal. The way that she hid it from me made it incapable of showing her any type of fucking respect or admiration or dedication towards a relationship. Like, again, like I could go have sex with Katie all I want. Don't have to worry about catching whatever she has. But at the same time, I'm not willing to do it. And quite honestly, I'm incredibly turned off.
When you've been crying about it behind the scenes for months. And it wasn't that you got a false positive. It was that you lied to him and he wasn't talking to you anymore.
But for you to fucking be willing to put me at fucking risk. Can you imagine that?
That's what it was. And then you get involved in the Cyrax community. And as soon as you get in trouble over there, what do? You start dropping his name.
So this is a clip of her talking about Marty and my boy William using these big names to shield herself, to create a little safety net.
Burr's probably the best example. Like, she likes to use other people as a way to intimidate others. Like, she's got Bird on her side. Like, she had, what was the guy that we're watching in here? The William Glory Hole guy. She tried to use that name. She likes to name drop.
part of the grift, like constantly bringing up names. I was friends with Marty. That's my dog. Yeah, I'm tight with Edward Boy and William. Trying to utilize that name to grift.
Yeah, she would constantly use other people as shields and swords to just go to battle at will.
And what Katie does is surrounds herself with people that will do horrible shit.
And I don't have a problem with Bird. I don't have a problem with 303.
You do realize that if you're gonna fucking act like this to me, like, you see how Bird feels about people attacking me. I don't ask him to, whatever. Bird loves me, okay? I said it, it's out there. It would be in your best interest to just not. Like, I'm just, fair warning, sir. Just don't even. Don't do it.
She would use Naven, Rada, Andrew, all of these people in our community. I'm sure other fucking communities that we're not even fucking aware of.
And what happens? Food gets sent to the only address that they have. And you know where that address is. Cops get called to the only address that they can get a hold of. And it's all because you dropped his name, because once again, you thought he was going to be able to save you from another situation that you got yourself caught up in. The last live stream that I did was the first one I've done in a year, okay? I'll take a link wherever, I'll come up, I'll say hi, I'll say what's up, but I really don't want to be a creator on this platform anymore. But if I got to be the one to come out here and say that this is the most ridiculous shit that I've ever seen or heard on this platform, I'll do it. Like, because this is absolutely ridiculous. This whole Me Too movement of I don't even want to say it because I don't want people to clip it. It's like, you have STDs too? Okay. Wow. Like, what is this? What is this? Why? This is some nasty ass shit. And the only thing that should be said about this is that it's just fucking nasty. It's not okay. And the only person that can thank themselves for it being released is Katie. Katie talked about it behind the scenes. Katie bragged about it. I mean, for fuck's sakes, the day that Bird went live, it was in Brett's description. Brett had even heard rumors about it. Gee, how did that happen? It wasn't because Bird brought it to the platform. No. It was because Miss Thing was out there running her fucking mouth. So why are you guys gonna paint somebody as a bully when they have to address something that's being talked about everywhere?
Who I fucking ran to fucking talk about it? Steph. Because I didn't want to have that conversation with 303. I definitely wasn't trying to turn around and have that conversation with somebody else. Katie didn't seem to have a problem talking about it, to a bunch of people, but I didn't have anyone that I was comfortable talking to about any of that shit with. So I hit Steph up and was like, listen, like, this shit that fucking I just heard on Nicolena's is really fucked up, and I need to talk. I need somebody like I can talk to. And me and Steph used to be best friends. Now I want you to think about that. Now keep in mind, like, this is not a comfortable situation. But to run around the fucking internet lying through your fucking teeth. And mind you, I have the calls. That's why I played the call earlier. I just wanted to make sure that, people are aware that I have the calls of these conversations, the calls of me discovering things, the calls with my doctor afterwards, and the fucking, goddamn bullet that I fucking barely fucking avoided. But what did I do to deserve for any of that shit to be fucking spewed out on the fucking internet? Well, I'll tell you why, because now we're talking about truth. Everybody wants to talk about what the truth fucking looks like. Everybody wants to talk about people's honesty and deception. Well, there it is. That's what it fucking looks like. And this is why I've chosen to be single, and I'm going to continue to remain single. Because you can't trust a chick. Anybody want to tell me I'm full of shit here? Mike Hall says, proof? Absolutely 1000% yes. Proof. I have proof. Am I going to go fucking release that entire call right now? No, but if I have to, I will. Like, if Katie turns around and tries to call me a liar, I will.
Hey, Chaotic. Chaotic. I mean, God bless it, girl. This is something else, and I feel like you haven't gotten a voice anywhere. Like, what, that whole situation with you, I mean, it was pretty black and white to me. And the text messages that you released were pretty self-explanatory. And anybody that wants to pretend that Katie didn't lie about the painting, that she didn't lie and say that she did it, I mean, those text messages showed everything.
Never going to sell the painting off as my painting that I painted, okay? Because that is, like, dumb. I don't paint oils. I don't paint people. I can't paint people. I tried. So there's my accountability taken on Mad Day, okay?
Accountability, you say? It still seems that you are missing the point here. The accountability that is being asked of you, in my opinion, of course, is why in those messages did you portray that you did the work.
That was not a gotcha. Now, if I had lied about it, bluntly lied, I never said I painted that picture, ever. I never said. I tried to paint it. It wasn't good enough. Bird painted that picture. I was behind the scenes with him the whole time. This was a very good lesson for me to learn in business.
You have indubitably learned a great lesson.
People have been trying for years since I've been on here for a gotcha. Trying to get a gotcha on me.
Well, gotcha, bish.
Katie will tell you that she wasn't going to sign that painting. She was never going to sign that painting. It's not fraud because she didn't accept any money for it. But I mean, the truth is that she intended to, right? And had I not been upset with her about her deception and our falling out, just before that painting finally fucking dried, almost 3 months later, I probably would have shipped it to her. And that's the truth. And here's the thing. Even though I knew whatever she was talking with Chaotic, whatever they had going on was what they had going on, I knew that it was for Chaotic. Okay. And I was completely okay that Katie would sign it. I was completely okay with it. It didn't bother me a fucking bit. And Chaotic's aware of this. Me and Chaotic spoke about this. I explained it to her a long time ago. And in fact, Chaotic just kept it under the hat and wasn't going to fucking even bring it up until everybody wanted to start this crazy feud with Sarah, which, hey, pick your battles wisely, right?
Again, I feel like I'm in a fucking Twilight Zone. It's just a hug box. And look, I am a big believer because I got a lot of people that support me, and if they like me, no matter what fuck shit I get into, I understand that. But they'll say Steph's fucked up and I still like her, right? With Katie in that hug box, they're like, nuh-uh, she didn't do that. Nuh-uh, she's innocent. She's not a manipulator. No. And I don't get it. That bitch manipulated me while she was in DMs with the guy I was hooking up with at the time. I mean, if we're being honest, that's what she did. Asking me for help to get Truth Finder while you're in DMs with a guy that you know I'm talking to, being intimate and having conversations on a different level, right? That's what she did. That's a fact. And I mean, look, at the end of the day, he's got so many reasons to be pissed off and bothered. And every single time that she fires up a live stream and says that, oh, I would never make my personal business public. That's all you've done is make your personal business public. I found out about this situation in March. Never said a word. You know who talked about it were all of your friends that you talked to. You know who was approached about it was Bird because of your friends that you ran your mouth to. Because you got the hard block.
Stop and Think says, Bird, respectfully, do you believe Katie's feelings? So I'm going to be really honest about this, okay? And this is going to be a hard pill for a lot of you to swallow, okay? Because I'm again telling you, I had some pretty good experiences with Katie, through the duration of us entertaining a relationship, right? She doesn't love me. And she has a lot of self-work to do before she should ever enter into a relationship with anybody else. That being said, so do I. Was I absolutely head over heels smitten by Katie for a while? Yes, absolutely I was. All the way up until the point that I realized that she was willing to deceive me while smiling in my face, and then wouldn't even acknowledge the depth of it. I walked away from that relationship feeling used, to be honest. And I tried to maintain enough respect to where I wasn't going to talk about it. But whatever has happened since February, no matter fucking whatever the fuck, you want to point the finger at me for, at the end of the day, that's when it stopped being your business. Did you get what I'm saying? That's when it stopped being your business. And for you to turn around and then fucking throw all of this shit on the fucking internet and paint me out a way and turn people against me in moments after sucking up this fucking story that you fucking paid for, get aired all over the goddamn internet. Of course you didn't know that we were dating. Stop and Think. Katie did everything she could to belittle me and pretend like, what we had going on wasn't happening in the public eye, right? She got a kick out of me constantly courting her and her constantly rejecting me. It was like, if we're being honest, it's a kink of its own. You don't get to just fucking treat people that way and then lie to them and then think that they're gonna fucking trust you later. Nope. I didn't enter into that relationship that way. I don't know why she did. And she fucked that up. Point blank, period.
Now, when I talk to my friends about my business, it's maybe 1 or 2 of them, and I know it ain't gonna go anywhere. You had voice chats with God even knows how many and ran your fucking mouth everywhere, and hey, it spread like the virus you are. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Oh, no, I did mean to say that, but that wasn't nice. See, like, and again, I don't really want to drag or hurt Katie. Like, I just really want to make a point to the community that's around her that you guys are insane. And I knew I still waited a month to even talk to, yeah, because you didn't, right. You didn't make it public. I don't even think you made it public until you had to, which is kind of the same situation that he was put in with the recent stuff. It's not something you wanted to do. It's something that needed to be addressed. That's why this whole, oh, he's evil, he records everything. Like, trust and believe, we know he records everything. That's not a surprise. But I mean, for God's sakes, you've gotten off easy, girl. Like, really easy. If anyone else did this, they would be expected to take account. Right. Absolutely. Yep. And the whole thing that's kind of, like, I would love for my name to not be brought up in that mess. I see these accounts around there that have my name and Katie and Birds. Like, that's cute. You guys are doing your trolling thing. I get that. But yeah, no. We're good over here. None of that. It was affecting a lot of people that knew the truth. See? Yeah, because it does. There is this weird mentality of that she should be shielded from things. It's a very weird mentality that's out there. I don't know why. I don't know what has she done to deserve being shielded. And don't get me wrong, like, Bird's a piece of shit. He has been a piece of shit to me more than most. Which is why it's so ridiculous that I gotta be the one out here saying, if I gotta say it, I'll say it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right? Like, and I kind of laughed. Callie, when she was live the other day, she's like, everybody needs HPV avatars. Do it. Everybody that stood there with your hand up and said, me too, I expect to see it, okay? I want to see everybody with their STD admissions. And again, y'all should thank Bird, like all the men and lesbians in this community. You owe Bird a thank you, because now you have a list of everybody to stay the fuck away from. Like, what the fuck? I don't even know how this happens. Oh, well, that's bullshit. Yeah. No, that's total bullshit. She has no problem getting into people's personal lives. Her thing is she's going to stand back and hold her hands up and say, but it wasn't me. Even though, look at the Cyrax community. Just look at what happened there. She had no problem getting involved in all of that whatsoever. And I think if a lot of people knew what really went down, they'd be surprised. But, you know, she's got a circle jerk of people that will just hug her, say it's okay. It's okay, honey. Hashtag me too. I don't look, you can hate Bird. He was done dirty, like really dirty in this situation. This is wrong. When you know that you have something, you choose to engage with another person, and you don't tell them until they have to look into your stuff and question you about it. Like, that's just wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. And for anybody to defend that, because have no doubt, like, that's what happened. It wasn't like she came off of this willingly. She was questioned about it after things got weird. And she continued to lie. So, no, you don't get a pass because you go live and say, it was a false positive. No, the problem is not, like, look, it's not even the HPV. It's the fucking lie. And after just what I did alone, after what I did to do that to somebody, you're wrong for that. You're just wrong for that. And again, like, God, I don't even know why I have to be the person to do it. The problem is the lie. The problem is the manipulation. The problem is the deception. The problem is that you hid it. So it's really cute that you go live and say, oh, it was a false positive. It wasn't even a big deal. Yeah, no, you lied. You knew you had it. You lied to his face. You lied again. I mean, come on. Exactly, Kaz. There you go. That's where I'm at. Done dirty as fuck. So she kind of said, okay, so she admitted to having it, right? But then she twisted it into a false positive. And it blows my mind that her whole audience just ate that up, right? But she did admit to having it and telling him that and lying, telling that she lied to him about it, and then having to admit it. So she did
I'm gonna
that.
say this. Bird stated last night that if she lies and does not take accountability, he is going to produce the phone call where she called 5 days after crying post-coital bliss and admitted she has HPV. If he doesn't, then this is all bullshit.
Again, I don't think anybody's out here to ruin Katie, but this whole movement is fucking ridiculous. And then to try to paint him as a bad guy while she acts like a good, like, you know, oh, I'm a victim of lying about having an STD. Like, stop that. Stop it. She acts as if she's innocent as fuck when she's out here putting her part. Right. And then has the nerve to tell Ernie, shame on you, Ernie. How dare you? You're so wrong for not telling your partners. Like, what? Projection. These 303 conversations, okay? All right. So, during this whole mess, 303 has had a psychotic break, I would consider it. I don't know what's going on with 303. But these are messages that I did interact with him on. He said that when he was in work release, they 5150'd him for joking about hanging himself. I said, how can you still DM? Because, I mean, if you're in jail, even if it's work release, how do you still DM? Like, how do you still have Discord? I don't know how jail works, but I mean, how do you still have your phone? He goes, yeah, they don't care. Real food and all. Don't make comments about stringing to sell up, I guess. Which, again, like, it reads as something's not right, okay? And this was when David was hitting me on the basket for money. Obviously, he got money from Katie. Anybody connected to Bert at any point in time, I think, he was hitting up for money. And then we have this one. And he says, do you want to hear the audio of me getting jumped? Because he also claimed that he got jumped while he was in jail, while he's still texting. Which, again, if you know anything about prison, like, I don't think you get to Discord while you're in jail, but call me crazy. I said, no, you tried to sell that to me a few days ago. I told you no then. Same answer. He tells me to tell Bird he's going to be somewhere, blah, blah, blah. I said, I'm not telling Bird anything. He goes, I'm going to give it all up since he thinks I'm a traitor. Fuck him all. And then that's when you guys got that live stream out of him.
303 definitely is a fucking traitor for fucking $200 in a goddamn tablet and fed a bunch of people a bunch of fucking bullshit and then mixed it in with the only thing that he could really upset the internet with. And that's the fact that me, him, and Stephh were in a group chat together where we were fucking pretty much, you know, yeah, playing fucking mind games with the internet. Let's see here.
So, oh, see, he asked you for money. He asked you for money too. Yeah. He was just not in the right state of mind. I don't know what exactly was going on with David. I think he got into a place where he wasn't smoking weed anymore because he was in work release, and maybe they were trying to get his meds right. I don't know. But you could tell, like, in that stream where he what's he say? Wait, do I still have it? Oh no. Why is it so hard to keep on here? I'm gonna yell at AC about that. But when he says, oh, you're mad at me because I wanted money? Of course I fucking do. That one, you could tell he wasn't in his right state of mind then. Like, he just, yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. But he definitely went to Katie and used the fuck out of her. Had no problem doing that. I don't know what, like, he told me that he got $900 from her and a tablet, or a $900 tablet and $200. That's what he got from her. That's what he said to me in DMs. And I think actually Bird showed those, because when he was addressing it, like, not gonna lie, I sent him those messages and was like, here. Because David, you know, David took every rumor on the internet and was like, I'm going to use it to twist the knife and make it a big deal and run with it. Right? Oh, Stephh and Bird are talking. Oh, I got secrets. Oh, that's what David did. It doesn't take a genius to fucking see that. The only person that fell for it was fucking Katie. Listen, pop is important. Cigarettes are important. Whatever. Yes, informed consent. He was not afforded that opportunity by that vapid white guy bubblehead. Yeah, I mean, that's one way to put it. That's again, that's my main point here. Is it's not everybody's focusing on this, which is so weird. Like, this is embarrassing. You should be embarrassed. This is embarrassing. Terrible. Like, I don't even know. I have no words for this. You should be embarrassed by this. This is bad. But it's not even about that. It's the lie. And To try to act like he's the one that outed it is fucking bullshit. Because this happened. Like, everybody knew. Everybody knew already. Like, your whole circle jerk of friends knew. Everybody in that community, all you guys had heard rumors about it. He addressed it for the truth of what it was, and then you want to try to paint him out to be the bad guy and act like, oh, he's putting my personal business out there. Like, no, ma'am. You know what it looks like when he puts personal business out there because he did that shit to me. And you sat there and ate it up. You know what that looks like. To pretend otherwise is a fucking joke. A fucking joke. Embarrassing. You wouldn't even try. I think I said everything I had to say. This whole situation is ridiculous. Yeah, you don't get biopsies and monthly tests. Like, that's all, like, nonsense. And I can't believe her fucking chat ate it up. Like, it was fucking cake. Like, when I heard false positive, I was like, wait, what? I'm sorry, what? What? Oh, and someone's got proof of that? Like, no, ma'am. No. You either have it or you don't. Like, it's a pap smear, you get the results, and that's a wrap. Like, but I'm not, like, I'm no doctor. Like, it's not my experience. I can't say anything about it. I got nothing left to say. I ran through it all. Somebody gave me a really good joke the other day. Like, Katie officially went viral. On that, I'm gonna end this. Oh, actually, I have a really good clip to end it with. Hey, this is payback, bitch. You deserve it.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
I love you.
Thank you.
I think I love you.
Oh. Thank you.
No problem. Okay.
So this morning, a little while ago, someone went live and
whoa.
I guess
Name names, bitch. Who went live? Why are we being so secret? Who went live, Katie? K-E. Just say Steph went live. Okay, thank you.
decided to give her piece, and I just want to say that I don't want to be like, y'all, please go live your best lives for real. Like, I don't want to be in that. I mean, if you guys, like, I don't know who's taken of me because I just don't know what the point of that was. I feel like that shit is so unnecessary. And like, you just popped up out of nowhere again to drag me or whatever, you know.
Well, Katie, did you think she was going to be your best friend now and hold your hand? I mean, what the fuck did you think was going to happen?
It's very weird, but I want to make it abundantly clear that
you
had a yearly pap smear. It showed up positive for HP.
Now, how convenient was her fucking? That was convenient as fuck. How convenient of her and a sound to cut out there.
For HP.
That's convenient as fuck.
A couple of months later, I got it biopsied. It came back negative. So I don't have it, okay?
Well, that's good.
I don't have it.
That's good. So Katie, what I would suggest, for one, when you thought you did have it and you fucked Bird, you probably should have told Bird you thought you had it. That's one, okay? Number two, now this is all said and over with, yeah? You probably ought to put up the fact that you don't have it, like the proof. I know along in here you say a certain somebody has it. And I think that certain somebody should correct the narrative also. But neither here nor there. If it was me, I'd be putting up the proof. Just saying.
So you and Bird are like free. I mean, he doesn't have it. I don't have it. He doesn't have it. It's like, that is not a problem. So please, y'all don't need to worry about that, okay? When it comes to lying about it, Bird knows what happened.
Yes, Kane. If I was these women and Bird, I would be embarrassed also. If I was them. I'm kind of embarrassed for them. You know what I mean? This is all kind of very embarrassing, yes.
He knows what happened, and he can tell you what happened. Okay. I mean, it seems like you were like part of a relationship with me.
Michelle says, Andrew, is that necessary? Is it anyone's business? Really? It's medical record, my goodness. Yeah, but you see, Michelle, it's kind of late for it not to be anybody's business since it's been brought to everybody's business, right? If this was never brought to YouTube, then I would say absolutely no one's business. But unfortunately, for these people, fortunate for me and some others, right? Because we're here for the popcorn, right? Fortunately, that it has been. So now we need to clarify it. I mean, that's how you know how this works. Don't act brand new, Michelle.
Me and him this whole time, which is sad, but I have absolutely accepted that. And that makes me feel gross because I don't want to be involved in that. I'm private and I don't put my shit out there, and
it's tacky, Michelle, that all this fucking love web has been thrown at us. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm always here to make fun of everybody, right? There is nobody safe for me making fun of them. If you decide to come online and tell people this embarrassing shit, then I'm sorry. I am here to make fun of you. All of you. Let's make that very clear. Okay? Thank you.
Not going to put that it is just mind-boggling to me that y'all are I just could never, after the shit that he said about you and aired out about you and just his version of I could never ever go back to that. I'm just saying, girl, just be careful, because that was brutal. And he'll tell you, I was one that was please don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that to her. Don't do that to her. And I guess he did, but I just wish you guys the best, and I don't want to be involved in this. I am above this. It's not for me. It was not a true, I was totally, I guess, misled. I don't fucking know, but.
Now look, Katie, listen. Misled my ass. I know Bird well enough to know Bird was probably pretty upfront about a lot of things, okay? So I don't think that the victim role is the route that I would go. I mean, it didn't look good when Stephh tried it. Look, I'm not saying Bird is perfect, okay? Trust me, the rumor I'm about to start, well, actually, don't make none of y'all look very good, actually. I'm actually laughing at all three of you. But anyway, let's continue.
You have all the relationship information. I don't know if he's let you listen to the 85 hours of whatever, that constitutes what he considered our time together, whatever. I don't want to be involved in that. I don't. I think it's sad that, I don't know. I just think it's sad it had to end like this. I think that this could have been avoided. And I think it's not appropriate or necessary for the ex for the ex to come out and say her piece about stuff where you.
Well, did you think she was going to come out and hold your hand, Katie? Did y'all went through something to like each other together? I mean, what in your mind, Katie? In your mind, what did you possibly think was going to happen? Especially after you made the statement, apparently, that Bird and Stephh has this kink where they were calling you on the phone while he was dicking her down and high-fiving. Right? That's your comment. I mean, how did you think this was going to happen?
I have no idea what I was told about the things that you did to him. It's very strange. It's real strange to me.
Yeah, Michelle, I get that. I get that 303 told her that, right? But she is now in present time saying that she didn't think of this and that about Stephh doing this. Well, if she already has learned at 303 from 303 this happened, why wouldn't she think that now? Why is she in real time saying she wouldn't think? I mean, what did you think? I'm asking, what did you think?
It's so it just, it makes me feel really gross. Bird can say whatever he wants about me. you guys do your duel.
Who's doing a duel?
Like, if that's what you're wanting from me, like some reaction out of me like that, it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Like, y'all are your own people, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
And y'all, like,
the retardation is strong.
I'm glad that you could.
I want ice cream now.
My mic is clipping.
Yeah, your audio sucks.
I'm glad that they could like find each other again.
That's what we have, God could be.
Reach out to
That's
her.
literally what we have. We have one that's STD fighting, the other one's jealous because they didn't get a movement of it. I mean, what the fuck?
I'm glad that they're whatever again. I wish them the best. And I don't know what else to say, really.
And I can tell you people now, if any of you, especially you three involved, thought that Andrew was going to stay quiet about any of this, well, boy, ain't you fucking retarded. Andrew's making fun of all of you, okay? See, I think that Katie and Stephh have more in common than they think they do. Just like I think Rada and Bird might have some things in common and more than they think they do. You know? I mean, you got Bird with these women, then you had Rada with apparently all these women, and then you have the whole Stephh and Katie. I mean, look, it's a vicious circle. It's a hell of a thing we got going on here. No, I'm not gossiping. Look, all you people that keep telling Katie she needs to be quiet about this, all you people that keep telling Bird he needs to be quiet about this, all you people that tell Stephh that she needs to be quiet about this, y'all all need to shut the fuck up because every one of them need to talk about it. I mean, what I suggest, and I suggest it from all three of you motherfuckers, okay? Let's lay out some DMs. Let's see those text messages. Let's see the fucking phone calls. Come on. I mean, why are we not? Okay? Why haven't we done this yet? We all know before this ends, it will happen. Right? It's going to happen. It always does. So who's going to be the first faggot to step forward? And let's just start this party now. Look, I will open this fucking panel. Let's start it now. Yeah, well, Katie, listen, Katie. How did you honestly think it was going to go? I mean, oh no. Well, Katie, have you learned? You've been around long enough to know it never works out that way. Well, yeah, Alex V, we always just sit here waiting. I mean, what do you mean rude, Michelle? It's the truth. Sometimes the truth is rude, okay? Sometimes the truth hurts.